I'm going to do part 1 of a form tutorial because I've had a lot of people asking how to do the good form, quote unquote. There's multiple ways to do form. I actually started with a form I didn't like, so this helped me to get to the form that I have now. So I will help you guys out and I'll give you some pointers, but it is very hard to do and it takes a lot of time. But I hope that this video will help, and let me know if it does. So basically how I think of it, and I'm going to be using terms in the left lead because that's what's better for me, is when you're going up to the jump on the left lead, your right leg comes forward like this, and then your left leg goes back and it follows. And we're going to be working on the back leg right now because that's harder in my opinion. And what a lot of people do is, in the form they have it like this, and then they bring it over. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it is easier to knock a pull, and it doesn't look as nice if that's what you care about, if you care about looks. So I'm going to help you jump like that and how it comes back and follows you. So how I think of it as I'm going over the jumps is my back leg is not important as the front leg. So what that means is it comes behind, it does not need to be first, it can come behind me and I can still do well. If that makes any sense, it's not true, it's just how I think of it. Because I don't want to jump like that, that hurt. I want to jump gracefully. So I will show you the right and wrong ways, quote unquote, how to jump, and I'll give you some tips and how I figured it out. So what I do is, I would not work with this because this kind of hurts when you hit it. I worked with pool noodles, and that made it easier when my knee hit it because that happens a lot. But what you want to do is, you want to kind of just practice jumping like this, and just having your back leg follow you. You don't have to be like this, or you don't have to be in fancy form. Just practice hopping with your back leg following you. After you've gotten really comfortable with your back leg coming behind you, you can do the same thing over a cavaletti, but if you do it over a higher jump, just know that your knee might hit. So kind of like this, and I'm just kind of trotting up. Just having your back leg coming behind you, basically, and you just want to work on that until you get comfortable. After you get really comfortable with that, you might want to start lying on the ground like this, which is the quote-unquote form. I'm not going to lie in here for very long. You can screenshot this. This is where you want your back leg to be. And the goal is to have this over the jump, but like that over the jump, but have it where your front leg's nicely tilted in and your back leg's nicely tilted in. And as you get more comfortable, you can raise it up. Like I said, I would use a pool noodle because there's the one time I fell on Lambo, and I have the video of it. I was working on this form and I hit it, and because I wasn't comfortable with the form, basically I went like this, and my knee arched kind of like I was here, but I was in the middle of the jump, and I fell. And it didn't hurt that much, but I got a scrape on my knee, and I did have a lot of scrapes. As you're learning the form, I would stick to your better lead. I'm better on my left lead, but I'm working on my right lead, and you see the improvements. But I'm relearning the form, which is kind of cool. But just practice with your back leg. And then one time it did hit me in the face, which was kind of funny. I didn't get it on video. But basically, just have it come behind you. If you want it to be like this, you don't want it to be like this. And if that helps, let me